We had the Gen V spinoff. We're back with the boys, and we need to talk about something. We're hearing a lot of things and people talking about how political it has become. Although it probably already been that way, they dropped it in a election year.
Yeah.
So they have definitely upped the politics part of the boys.
Oh
And
yeah.
so we're going to look at how this is showing up and impacting the overall story of the boys, and maybe where that is taking us within this season, and maybe where it's going to take us in Gen V. So let's get started with episode one because we done watched all the episodes so far.
Yeah.
Already watched
I
them.
want freaking 3 hours at one time.
I know. So episode one, we see some new faces here and some alliances being formed here. We got Sister Sage
Yo,
being recruited by Homelander.
the allegory behind her is so funny to me, son. The only person that he can find to tell him the truth is a black chick. It was
Exactly.
so on the nose, man. Like
And
they
he
didn't give a
always has to
damn.
have a female or something beside him. And this, I guess we're, in season four, we haven't had a black woman in the seven yet. So here we
Yeah,
are. Here we
yeah.
are. And, you know, the alignment with politics.
Oh
Guess
yeah,
we gotta have a black woman right here, right next
it's
to us.
wild because it shows us that Homelander is learning. Though. Like he's learning how to be more politically driven. He's learning how to like fix his image and whatnot. He aligned himself with a black woman, put her on Front Street, but she didn't even want to be a part of the Seven openly. But he did that. Like that's some old like Donald Trump picking a black vice president type shit.
Which he will never do.
He so woke.
He will never do.
Tim Scott need to go ahead and sit down, but you ain't gonna get picked.
But Amber Rose been capping for him real hard. Her
He
her her
wild.
uh, her other half has been showing real hard at this point. And
I thought
he
she
likes
was
to
on
go and pick up, these rappers that don't nobody care about just to say I know black people. Like
like Flocka.
what's the other one? Kodak Black. Why would you took him out of jail and he ended up right back there anyway? Come on. We're just
Man.
wasting pardons at this point
Oh my
just to
God.
prove something. And
Yeah,
so
like
we just need a
the
black
pandering.
face.
The
Yes, we just
pandering is crazy, son.
to say that, look, I have a black friend and they're gonna keep it real, you know?
No, I'm down. I'm down with the blacks.
Right. That sort of thing. It
Look at
just
my
doesn't
black over here.
this that partnership is just cringy from the beginning because I don't trust anything that Homelander does anyway. I just anybody that's that close to him usually doesn't last anyway. Then we got
Yeah.
Negan over here, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I'm mad you called him Negan.
Um, Clearly an old friend of Butcher's and another person who is not too fond of the soups.
Yeah, when I saw him, I thought when he was gonna be in the series, like prior to the premiere of this season, I thought he would be a suit that didn't like suits. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But they kind of threw me a curveball. But nah, I like his character so far though. He's kind of playing Negan that he's an asshole. He's a very blunt asshole. But Jeffrey Dean Morgan has hella range, man. He kills all his roles.
So yeah, I'm anxious to see more of him and what more he's gonna bring out of Butcher. Like, does he have maybe some secret intel on Butcher? Like, hey, I need you to do this or else, or this is what we used to do back in the day, or I came here with
Yeah.
an alternative motive. I'm anxious to see what he's there, but I feel
It
like there's some things about him that we are going to uncover in the
yeah,
future
it
episodes.
seems like they're leaning towards him and Butcher might having a problem with the kid. Cause it's like he's like, yo, either we flip this kid or we gotta kill this kid. And like Butcher ain't about to have this kid getting killed. That's not about to happen, regardless. So like I can see them, being aligned to start with, and as the series goes on, their methods become different, become varied because I don't know his name and can't remember his name from the series, but freaking Negan over here, the homie is any means necessary. They were gonna drug a kid like with cookies. You know what I'm saying? Like homie is any means necessary. So
They would have got me that way because I'm not gonna turn down a chocolate chip cookie. That they would have just immediately
such a kid.
would have got me that fast before you could have took it taken away from me. That would have been my ass right there. That's just how easy it is. Speaking of kids, what in the hell is that Resident Evil of a creature Noonan is toting around as her
Oh,
daughter?
they're dog, bruh. Like that's the worst thing about freaking Compound V. You can't pick your powers. So it's like it gave her some wild shit.
I said, this ain't compound B, this the T virus. Uh-uh.
Yeah,
Ma'am, and you trying to run for political office and you got that, and you see people, she's trying to, Homelander's trying to been talking to her and Butcher's trying to talk to her. So I don't know who she's gonna end up working with in the end. Maybe MM. I don't know. But she's trying to form an alliance with somebody because she's trying to get into that office the way that she want to get up there,
oh
you
yeah.
know.
Uh she's very self-concerned. Like everything she's doing is for self, but she knows she can't do it by herself. Especially
Exactly.
since she knows the CIA is on her ass. So like, yeah, she knows she's between a rock and a hard place. And she was counting on that virus from Gen V to like stop Homelander. And it was like, is it gonna be strong enough to stop Homelander or not? You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But she's that's her ace in the hole for him because she sees him as a problem. I don't know
Hmm.
why she can't just pop his head. Like, is his head too strong to be popped? Like,
I think
but
because every time she comes around, like he knows, like before she even tries to do it,
yeah, he would
like he's
probably
already
freaking
been like
blow
he
her head
knows
off.
whenever she's in like the vicinity. So like if he knows that she can do this, so he's on alert whenever she comes around, he already knows she's there, so she can't sneak attack him.
Yeah, yeah, he's fast enough to take her head off before she can do the thing.
And yeah, that's why he's not afraid of her. He's like, I know you can do it, but you're gonna have to be quicker than me. And I don't think she thinks that she can because he already knows that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not. It takes a while. It takes a while for her to pop a regular person's head. They have nosebleeds and everything before it happens. Like they can sense it happening into and why it's happening.
Right. And yeah, she's not gonna be able to get him that way unless we pull old girl from Gen V. Because I don't know if he knows that she can do that yet. Um, but I think she might be a one that can take him by surprise
Talking about
and
the
get
one that
him.
control blood,
The
the
blood
blood
bender.
bender.
Hmm.
I was gonna say
I'm just saying, I think she might be able to, but I guess, we're gonna see how that goes. But I think she's gonna come in handy some kind of way.
yeah, they line her up for a reason. Her
Hmm.
powers are ridiculous.
Oh,
Bro,
these
Will
movies,
Ferrell was
child.
freaking hilarious.
These these movies killed me.
Yeah, man. Like it's such a critique of Hollywood though. Cause I mean the one with Will Ferrell and freaking A Train, like bro, it's so stereotypical and it's so like on the nose, like, yo, your script is racist. Your script is racist as fuck. Like,
And I believed Will Ferrell in that movie so bad. Like I believed if he was to even like take that and make a whole movie, like he's very convincing. I would have thought that they was really making this ridiculous racist ass movie.
bruh,
But A Train deserves everything he gets at this point.
he does, man. Like his fall from grace is well deserved, and it sucks that it took a fall for him to like come around to his senses. It's like, bro, your brother had to get paralyzed for you to be like, yo, this is fucked up. I get it been fucked up. He just was cool because you was riding the wave, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know how black the writing staff is, but when they focus on a black character, they really hone in on the you forgot where you came from tropes. You know what I'm saying? Like they really know how to do that. And it's like it gotta be a brother in the writing room because just the relativity is crazy, especially with Sister Sage and A Train. Like they both have that complex. They both have that I'm doing this for me, screw my people
And it's
thing.
interesting that they don't get along.
That is black men don't like black women.
That's I'm just like it's like they y'all, the boys really on some stuff. And in
Like,
here, I'm just like the two. I mean, we can't really count Black Noir because nobody really knows what his race is because nobody really knows. But A Train, who's we see he's black, we see Sister Sage, and they not even friends. They not cool. They not even like on good terms or nothing. And I'm just
they was
like,
on the same team before. And
I was like,
he
we
ain't like
not
the
gonna
leader.
band together.
Heck no. She's in a more advantageous position than he is, and she knows it. She don't need that nigga. She don't she don't need A Train. And he knows it too. That's why he gave up the information that he gave up. Cause it's like him playing ball with them, he's gonna be doing crazy, killing random civilian type crap all the time. And he's never gonna move up. Like, he's always gonna be in the like in the back seat pretty much, watching everybody, advance. He's never gonna move up. Like Homelander wanted to get rid of A Train a long time ago. Especially after he found out he couldn't run.
And speaking of Homelander, he Homelander is trying to rebrand his image because this whole court situation he was acquitted
Yeah,
for. So he's also using Hollywood magic, and using his son to make himself look better.
yeah. He just couldn't resist, man.
And he,
And that's another thing about his relationship with Sister Sage is like she's giving him great advice. She's letting him know exactly what to do, but his ego is so freaking inflated. He just can't take a black woman's word for it. Like he'll go partial the way there, but then at the end of the day, he's gonna do what he want to do. That's because she was like, "Yo, let this be your son's moment. Let him have his say. You don't need to be there." And homie shows up for no reason whatsoever. I mean, he showed up for himself pretty much, but in him showing up, that caused his son to kind of like screw up because it shook him that his dad showed up, and that's how homie died. But the funny part was he thought his son was upset about him showing up. So he thought his son was upset about getting upstage. And it's because it's all he thinks about is
always
the
trying to get some
image.
shine. Exactly. He want to
Yeah.
be the one that is praised. He want to be the one that people think is the good guy. He wants to be the one that people cheer for. So he couldn't just let his son, even though they had this whole contrived moment, he just wants to be a part of it to say, I was in it. I cheered my son along
And he
during
got
this
to steal the
whole
show.
thing
He
at
just
every
got to steal
moment.
the show. But I mean, there's a lot of psychological stuff in this series because, any kid that grows up like Homelander is going to want attention. Like, he wants attention. He wants to be loved. He wants to be put on a pedestal because he grew up being tortured. Like, he grew up with nothing, and it's like you can always tell somebody that ain't got nothing when they get something. They wild out, and that's exactly what he's doing, man. He's very unhinged because of his upbringing, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to sympathize or empathize with the man because he's freaking crazy. He's insane.
He is, and
But
he's not
it's
going to get
sad
any
though.
better. He is that he has nothing for nobody at this
Oh
point.
yeah,
And it's because he was not raised in a nurturing environment. And quite frankly, psychology shows us when we don't form those secure attachments as a child, they form personality disorders. There's no cure for personality disorders. You just gonna
yeah,
be a sociopath forever.
yeah. Extreme.
They, we just gonna parade these people around to make it seem like we've revamped our image. First of all, why is the Deep even back in the seven?
Man, like the deep been hanging on for dear life for all 3 seasons.
Why is he still here? He does not bring a good image to them
But see, he
whatsoever.
deep is deep is the example of white privilege, man. Like he can you can screw up that many times and still be on the team. He's not even that useful as a superhero. Like he's still on the biggest superhero team there is. It's like, come on, man. And then, but what's your name? Firecracker? What?
Firecracker. Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, Cracker.
Miss Little Firecracker Boom, Miss Little, I got Jubilee's powers, but not really because my
Oh,
firecrackers don't really be cracking the way that they supposed to be.
oh my
But she
God.
sure love to be. She is very appealing to the rednecks of the world
Oh yeah, she's freaking Alice Jones, man. She's a female version of Alice Jones.
and the conspiracy theorists of the
Yeah,
world. Oh, they love her.
she's like if Candace Owens met
She's good
Jones.
for a wonderful rally.
Oh yeah, and her personal vendetta against Starlight, which is kind of warranted if you think about it. But at the same time, it's like I, I hate to give her credit for having a legitimate reason to hate Starlight because she's the way she's going about it is so ass backwards, yo. Like, come on, man. I you got a personal vendetta with her. Run the fade, you know what I'm saying? Like go ahead and run the fade, but nah, she wanna do all this conniving BS and whatnot. And she got this whole coalition of pretty much white dudes looking at her, podcast or whatever, whatnot, because she's saying what they're thinking, just like your Donald Trumps or your Alex Joneses or your Candace
And she
Owens.
knows what she's doing. She's very aware that it's a whole
Yeah,
bunch
she's
of
aware.
BS. She's like, she
Yeah, she
knows none
knows
of it is
full of
true. It's a bunch
shit.
of BS. It's foolishness. But she knows these people are gonna like it because she has to have something to contribute to the seven because her powers are weak.
Yeah, I mean she's super strong, but Kimiko was beating her
It,
ass.
exactly. So you really ain't that strong.
You really ain't that strong. But she was fighting a Japanese version of Wolverine. Kimiko basically Wolverine, man. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, because they was she got towed up in that first episode.
When
She got
she
her
face
whole
planted,
arm ripped off, yes, and fell straight into the pavement. I thought she
she
was
tried
gone
to
for a
get
second.
she tried to catch Starlight, but she hell. They was wild with that. And they show that shit in slow motion. And that little ass.
She really be going through it. It's a good thing she can regenerate because Kimiko,
Yeah,
she be really taking some hits all the
yeah,
time. Cause
yeah. She
and
be
she'll
getting
jump
hurt.
in front of anybody else to take the hits because like, hey, I can heal myself, y'all can't. So I'll just take getting messed up over anybody else. And she has been messed up in a lot of the worst ways.
Yeah, her powers are kind of OP. Like she she's up there with her abilities. Like I mean, how Homelander gonna kill her? You know what I'm saying? Her freaking face exploded, and like how is he gonna kill? He gotta take her apart and then move the parts away from each other or some shit.
No, see, those are the type of people you keep in captive, like Soldier Boy.
Hell yeah!
Like when we can't take them down, so we just gonna have to lock them away
I
in a
wonder
lab or something.
if that's the plan for Homelander, like a way to like knock him out and keep him locked up forever.
because the plans to kill him are not working. So they're going to have to just re-strategize this. Like if we can't take him down, we're just gonna have to lock him away, subdue him briefly, and then sort of lock him away because this is not working. I
But
think
it,
Starlight, if she get herself together, she might be a little extra powerful, but I don't know what she's doing right now.
yeah, she got to be like in the city. You know what I'm saying? She got to be like where there's a lot of electricity in order for her powers to count. I mean, she's super strong and super durable, but
I
her
mean, she's
blast.
strong enough to take down Firecracker. She just be getting intimidated by her.
Oh yeah, she
Firecracker
could
be
beat
playing with
Firecracker
her
ass.
her mental.
Yeah,
Firecracker be
she'll
breaking her down mentally, and then she
because
forget that she's
she
powerful.
feels guilty. She feels guilty about what she did because what she did was screwed up, but her mom made her do that. And like she's kind of lived her life under her mom the entire time. And now a thing that her mom made her do in the past is coming back to hunt her. It's like, damn, that's crazy. It's like I ain't even want to do that. My mom put me up to this, and now I gotta pay for it. Like that's wild. Her mom was a freaking problem, yo.
She was. She was. That's why she wants to distance herself from the seven. She want to distance herself from Soup. She want to distance herself
Yeah,
from
from
being
Starlight,
Starlight.
from
But
the
right
just
now, we don't need Anne right now. We don't need Annie. We need Starlight. Okay,
yeah, like
because the seven are coming kind of hard here.
yeah, they know how to market.
Yeah.
They've always been able to market themselves well, and that's what it's all about. At the end, like it's not about what you're really doing; it's about what the people think you're doing, and the people think the seven is genuine heroes. So if you're gonna buck against genuine heroes, you're gonna have to be a big enough name yourself. And I don't think she get that. She very much want to distance herself from the seven, from that whole thing. It's like that's your biggest weapon. Like that's the best thing you got.
Come on, they done
And
named her
Huey trying to tell her that
The Starlighters. Come on.
exactly. Like Huey trying to tell her ass that she be coming around, but she real slow with coming around.
Yeah, this is they're not playing nice here. They're not trying to play by the rules here. And when you try to play, that's why Butcher makes sense in the boys because Butcher knows the seven is not playing by the rules. And the
Yeah,
Butcher's like, I'm not either.
yeah, he know how to play the game. Butcher knows, but like Butcher is so self destructive, man. Like that's the problem with him. And like uh MM is like, yo, I get it, you get stuff done, but at the same time, you might drag us all down with you, fam, because you bad self destructive. Because Butcher don't care. Like he ain't got nothing to live for. Like after he lost his wife the first time, and then again, he ain't got nothing to live for. Like
Especially when he know he got like months at this point.
and
He's
and,
just
and
like,
then he's dying. But I think they're gonna subvert that somehow. Like I don't know. I just don't see them giving Butcher a timeline, especially if there's gonna be a whole nother season. Unless they're gonna pile freaking season 4 into like 1 month span. There's a lot of shit that's gonna happen in 1 month. But he said he had like 6 months to live or less. So
mm-hmm,
not even a whole year.
right.
Yeah, they gonna subvert that somehow.
But how?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
Is there a
first of all,
compound V that could heal him? But again, we don't know what we're gonna get with the
but
compound.
he didn't take like the regular
He
compound
took the
V.
temp V.
Yeah, which was like why if you can get your hands on the but he didn't want to be a suit because like it'll make you a suit forever permanently.
He gonna have to do something. He gonna
Yeah, he
he
gonna have
gonna
to do something
he gonna have to do something. Maybe there's a suit that has healing abilities. We
that can
ain't, but
heal
we
other
don't
people.
we don't know all the soups yet. You see that we got all types of powers going on here. Maybe they find one with some healing abilities. Maybe Negan knows something that can heal him, and he ain't told him
Yeah,
yet.
imagine we calling this man Negan still. He gonna forever be Negan, man.
Well, he played his role too good, sir.
He
You are
did play
Negan.
that role good.
you are Negan at this point. What do you think is going to happen with Homelander this series? Because he's been talking to himself like the Green Goblin.
I mean, he gonna lose it. I mean, he's already lost it. He the way he's setting things up is that it seems like he's trying to position himself in a way in which he can let loose and still be the hero. Cause like once he figured out that he could kill somebody in broad daylight and like Donald Trump said, not lose any votes, which that's exactly what that was about. The moment he found that out, he started realizing, oh, there's a different angle I could take. I don't have to be loved by everybody. I just gotta be loved by enough people, and they'll excuse all my bullshit. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the animated series for the boys, but there's an episode with him and Black Noir, and it pretty much like, he screws up trying to save these people, and he inadvertently kills like all of them on accident. And Black Noir kind of explains to him like, this stuff happens. We got your back. We can cover this up or whatever. And he's kind of been living in that realm of okay, if I screw up, they'll cover it up and they'll give me give me a cover story for the whole entire thing. And I'm still a hero. But now he realized even if I do screw up and they find out about it, I'm so beloved by certain people that it doesn't even matter. Right. And when he gets to the point where the cover up doesn't matter, that's when he's gonna start freaking
Exactly.
blasting
Like
entire crowds of people.
you can be corrupt as all you want to, and people will still cheer you on, no
Oh yeah.
matter how corrupt you are, no matter all the crimes that are against you and convictions and people that have blatantly said you've done XYZ, the things we've seen you do. If people care enough about you and your foolishness, they still gonna rock with you
Oh yeah.
and make excuses for you.
All kinds of
They're
all
going
kinds
to
of excuses.
make
They're talking
excuses.
about Buddy threw something at his son. Like, nigga, his son is super. And he don't nothing hard at him.
Yeah, they came up with this whole story and said the man was like a pedophile or something.
Yeah.
And this whole story to like justify why he did it, and you know how they're getting the news stories to like play into to spin it to where it sounds good for them.
Hmm.
And I'm like, it is mighty funny that this is dropping in an election year because I need some people to realize how foolish they sound, but they're not going to because
They not.
because when you're ridiculous like that, you're still gonna somehow spin it around in your head.
There's people right now who are real life like Trump supporters who are fans of Homelander. Like you go online, there's people who see Homelander as an anti-hero. He's the literal villain of the show. And he's seen as an anti-hero in real life by real people. It's like, bro, what the hell? Like, y'all wow, bro. But folks can't smell their own shit, man. That's what it is. They can't smell their own shit.
Where do you think this season is going?
Um, I don't know, man. Like how they started the first three episodes were wild, yo. Like they were all over the place. Um, I wanna know what that girl with the scar on her face got to do with Kimiko.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird. That was a weird reaction she had. And why was the girl with the traffickers? Because she seemed to be fighting alongside the people who were trafficking humans. And that Frenchie thing got me freaking discombobulated. Like he likes to smash people who are broken,
That's what
just
they're
like him.
saying. Right.
Like,
Right.
and I don't understand, like, why are you sexually attracted to people who are broken? And then on top of that, he has all this guilt. He's always been like an attack dog for other people. So, he's very capable of killing. And
But he can't do
because of
nothing
that,
right, but that he back on that stuff.
that too. And then like he regressed. He regressed so much. He regressed so much in 3 episodes. It's like, bruh, like, did you even have an arc? You know what I'm saying? Like his character arc took 4 steps backwards in 3 episodes. And it's like, bro, and I like Frenchie. Like, he's one of my favorite characters. But freaking, I don't like what they're doing with him. Um,
Do you think MM is doing a good job with the boys?
I'm about to get to that. Like, I think MM is too caring. Like Butcher needs to be there. It needs to be both of them. They need a balance because Butcher don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
MM gives too much of a fuck. They need to meet somewhere in the middle. Because MM's timid nature will get them hurt, will get them killed. Butcher's crazy suicidal nature will also get them killed. They need to meet somewhere in the middle. and but like I don't think he's doing bad, but I will say the two operations that he led ended up pretty bad. Like he didn't lead those operations well. Even the one with the move he made with A Train was A1. Like he made a good move with A Train. And like he was able to flip A Train and he was able to psychologically understand that A Train is wavering. And he could tell that just on the outside looking in that A Train was somebody they could deal with. But other than that, like he ain't been making a lot of good decisions in
Do
the
you
first three
think
episodes.
that if they find out about Jeffrey Dean Morgan, that he could come in and possibly take over the boys with what he knows?
I don't know. Like I low key feel like he's more ruthless than Butcher. He's just more calm about
Me too.
it.
I
And
definitely think there's some darkness in there. And like if
yeah,
Butcher steps back or if Butcher becomes a loose cannon, like and like what if the boys find out about this person? There's like, oh, this is the person that Butcher worked with. He might know some stuff too. Like I don't know how that's gonna
and
go
I,
if he comes
I
over
kind
there
of
with the
think
boys.
like I kind of think like Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character is like okay, their plan is to flip the little kid, and then he's pretty much will be their weapon because he is a natural born suit, and he's probably more powerful than Homelander. Like when he matures,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I can see that. But there's also the Soldier Boy angle. The Soldier Boy ain't dead,
Right.
and, and if he gets out, then it's like, who does he beef with? Because Butcher double crossed Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy was a racist asshole, but at the end of the day, he kept his word with Butcher, and Butcher was the one that double crossed him. So it's like, does he go after Butcher? Does he go after Homelander? You know what I'm saying? If he gets out, so there's a lot of stories in play at one time.
And what if Newman gets into office?
See, see, Shorty won't do the win so she can pop his head and be the president, and he knows this. So I
You think she's gonna come out as big because do you think once she gets in office that she will actually finally like tell people that she's a suit?
I think Homelander is gonna out her before she does.
Mm,
Because he seems to be ashamed of her hiding the fact that she's a suit. Like he seems to be like he's kind of like a reverse Magneto in the sense of like, why are you, ashamed to be a mutant? We're better than them type of shit. Only Magneto's is from a righteous perspective. Homelander is like, nah, player, we superior. There's no reason for you to hide. And for her, it's like she she has an issue with acceptance. She has an issue with, I mean, her daughter is now a suit, so it's like she got to rebuild herself and her daughter.
her
It's a
daughter ain't
whole
no damn
mess
suit.
with her.
That's a monster.
Yeah, she the straight villain. How
That's
you
a
get
whole
villain powers?
experiment.
And like, is she durable? Like, can she take bullets or something?
Right,
Because
because they was not making a dent in
they
her.
weren't
They was
doing shit to
tossing her
her.
all over that room and wouldn't.
Two freaking acid tentacles. Like, what the hell? That was the weird. Yeah, that's the weirdest power I've seen. Between her and Shorty, they gotta eat the grow and throw up the string. They got some weird ass
I
powers.
don't know who comes up with this, but they're keeping us on our toes.
Yo, what about the fake multiple man? Dude was freaking licking his own ass.
You know, I'm just he could have used his powers for so much better. He could have really done a lot of good with that. And yet everybody is not going. Everybody don't want to be a hero. Every,
Nobody wants to be a hero. It seems like people that got powers, that there is no incentive to be a real hero in this universe at all. Like the only people I could think of who were like actual heroes before they got on was like Starlight. She talked about in the first season she used to listen to the radio to hear the crime shit that was going on to go stop crime in her neighborhood. And it's like, so when she was younger, she was like a grassroots superhero type thing, like a friendly neighborhood superhero. And maybe that's how most of them start. But once they get into like the major leagues, it's all fake. It's
it's all
all,
fake.
yeah, that's crazy to me, yo. Like, but they're celebrities. Like the dude, remember the president said, superheroes aren't really heroes. They're fucking celebrities. Let them be celebrities. Like they make movies and shit.
And he gonna be out here putting on a damn show. It's just a joke. Just that just shows how this we are just a joke over here. Just a complete foolery.
Yeah. You know what? One thing I want to address though, when y'all was talking on the last thing you was on, the last podcast you was on, somebody mentioned about how did Huey get away? Like Homelander should have been able to just kill Huey or
Oh,
whatever.
mm-hmm.
But it's like he still has to kind of he can't just go all out and freaking fly up to the rafters and just decimate this man because he has an image and they're in a public place. Like it's still a thing. Like he's still his hands are still tied somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's like even though his loose cannon behavior created a freaking ruckus and killed half the freaking skating people,
That was horrible. That was so bad. It was so
they
bad.
covered it up. They covered it up. Because they had a little news thing about that. It been an accident or whatever. But like I don't think he has like Superman level X-ray vision. I don't think he has Superman level accuracy. I don't think he's Superman. You know what I'm saying? I think Huey getting away made more sense than people think it did. Cause dudes, Homelander's not that capable. Like, if it's not a one like even when Queen Maeve fought Homelander, she was beating his ass. Like she was putting it to Homelander. He's way stronger than she is. I don't think he's that capable of an individual. I like him
And
missing those
he's
shots.
getting old.
He's also getting old. Like
He's
and
getting
and
old.
that is wild to me. Man is pulling out his pubes. He's wilding.
He's getting old. He doesn't want his age to show. But yeah, you're getting on up there, Homelander.
But
So
see,
you
like
need
I
that
wonder
mean
how
you're more
old is he
susceptible for
really?
people to take him down.
But he's a clone or some shit from freaking Soldier Boy. So like, I wonder how old is he really, or is it from the cloning process that's making him age quick?
It's gonna be something when they say he got to go back home. I think we're gonna get some answers to maybe
Yeah,
some limitations of his abilities, like what he can and cannot do, and maybe even some weaknesses. So I'm anxious to see more about his upbringing and the creation of him, so we get a
yeah,
little bit more information about how we could possibly take down Homelander.
yeah.
We
He's
are
a
going
he's
to
a super weak version of Superman.
and a very, very corrupt one. We are going to come back at the end of this season and give our thoughts on The Boys season 4 overall. So let us know in the comments, what are your theories? Did you like the first 3 episodes? What do you think is going to happen within this season? Who is your favorite character? Do you have a favorite character? Do you hate everybody in The Boys? Do you just not like any of them? Everybody flawed. Do you think Butcher is going to be back leading The Boys? Do you think he's going to be healed? Tell us all of your thoughts in the comments, and I will be live on the Struggle Reviews YouTube channel with a bunch of other YouTube creators on Friday to review episode by episode. So we will see y'all soon.
Peace.